Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video, we'll be taking a look at some really cool battles featuring Incineroar in the Retro Cup. These battles were submitted by a member of the community, so many thanks for the battle submission. The Retro Cup bans Dark, Steel, and Fairy-type Pokemon, so due to Incineroar's Dark subtyping, it should be banned. However, due to a Niantic mistake, it was usable for a brief time after the Cup released, and we have the footage. So without further ado, let's hop into the matches and check out the banned Incineroar in action in the Retro Cup. Picking up a terrible lead in the first match, Medicham into Drifblim. Going to save switch into Torracat, Drifblim staying in and opting to go for the Icy Wind. Icy Wind will debuff Torracat's attack, but is going to be resisted, and then the opponent brings in Talonflame. Unfortunately, Crunch is not going to hit for a ton of damage here, especially with the debuff, but Talonflame commits the shield and gets debuffed by Crunch. That is quite nice. Torracat is going to commit the shield, perhaps thinking that they can force that second shield now that they have lowered the defense. Going for Crunch number 2, able to get that second shield, trying to get to the third Crunch, and then the game lags. No! And the Torracat just gets farmed down while lagging. Absolutely heartbreaking. In comes the Medicham, but who knows how much energy that Talonflame has at this point. Medicham commits the shield, gets baited with a Flame Charge, and the opponent gives up switch, and they bring back in Drifblim. Going for the Ice Punch, that hits for super effective damage, and now going to bring in Incineroar. Incineroar fully walls Drifblim, only charge moves they can throw here are resisted, tanking the Icy Wind like it's nothing and able to farm down. We know there's the Talonflame, the question is what is that third Pokemon? And it is a Alolan Marowak, going for the Flame Charge at first so they can reset that attack drop, farming up, and now going to be able to get to the Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse is going to be taken out that Alolan Marowak. Back in comes Talonflame and they have a move. They have to throw Brave Bird to KO here. Brave Bird will take him out. Can Medicham farm down? This is going to be very close. They can, and that is a good game. Hopping to the next match, leading Medicham into Greedent. This is a very nice lead. Opponent save switches into Hypno, and Hypno is hard punished with Incineroar. Incineroar is going to absolutely destroy this Hypno save switch. They go for the Thunder Punch. Opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. Hopping to the next match, leading Medicham into Walrein. This is a great lead. And even better, the Walrein is staying in this matchup, which is excellent news for Medicham. Medicham is going to tank the Icicle Spear no problem. They can farm 3 counters and throw the Psychic just before Walrein reaches the second Icicle Spear. Psychic will knock out if it goes through. They shield, they save switch into Frostlass, and now it's time for Incineroar to absolutely feast. Frostlass is fully walled here. They go Shadow Ball, Incineroar tanks it no problem, and now they're going for the Flame Charge. Flame Charge is going to hit for massive super effective damage, taking out the Frostlass. Back in comes Walrein. This is just an Icicle Spear. Incineroar is going to be able to survive the Icicle Spear, under tap, and get to another Flame Charge. This will KO the Walrein. Walrein commits the final shield, and Incineroar gets farmed down but does a massive amount of damage. From here, back in comes Medicham. Medicham will be able to survive an Icicle Spear here, and then should be able to farm down. The question is what is in the back, and it is an Altaria. So from here, Medicham goes for the Ice Punch, and in comes Torracat. Torracat, these Embers not doing a whole lot of damage, but they are going to be able to reach the Crunch. Crunch is going to be able to knock out the Altaria. And Incineroar, able to hard punish the Frostlass safe switch, getting both shields, sets up Torracat nicely to close in the endgame. Hopping to the next match, leading Medicham into another Walrein. Bit of a weird delayed start there due to some lag, but it doesn't look like any energy was lost on the side of the Medicham. Medicham tanks the Icicle Spear. Due to this sneak, they can overfarm by 1, and then go for the Psychic kill shot. Psychic takes out the Walrein, and able to win lead. Opponent brings in Beedrill, going to throw a few counters and then bring in Incineroar. Bringing a fire type into a bug type is typically a good thing, but Beedrill has access to Drill Run, and with an energy lead, this matchup can be very scary if you're the Incineroar. Incineroar going for the Flame Charge, able to grab the shield, pushing for a second and not able to get there. Going to let it go. Drill Run taking out the Incineroar. And from here, I guess you just bring in Torracat. Ember will hit for super effective damage. Beedrill's going to switch out, and the final Pokemon is revealed to be Altaria. This is a little unfortunate, as this entire team does struggle with Altaria. Able to land the crunch. Back in comes Medicham, and Medicham is going to be going for the Ice Punch. This should be grabbing a shield from Altaria. Altaria no-shields it, recognizing they can survive, but I'm not sure that's the play, because now Torracat is going to be able to farm down Altaria and then farm down the Beedrill. So a bit of a miscalculation there. Torracat farms down, and that is a good game. Hopping to the next match, setting Medicham into Abomasnow, a fantastic Pokemon to see on the lead. There is quite a bit of lag at the beginning, and a simultaneous safe switch, Incineroar into Unova Stunfisk. Going to let the Mud Bomb through. This will do quite a lot of damage. The game's lagging again. Pokemon Go isn't responding. He says, nah, hold on, wait up. I have a battle to win first. So he hits wait, decides to continue the match, and is going to be going for the Flame Charge. This will not threaten a shield, but the second one might, because the second one is boosted. It is going to be doing more damage. Second Flame Charge is able to grab a shield, and the Unova Stunfisk throws. At this point, you just let the Incineroar go down because you have a pretty decent matchup with Medicham. Medicham does, of course, have access to the super effective Ice Punch, but it looks like instead of throwing that, they're trying to go for a very aggressive farm down. Unova Stunfisk goes for the Discharge. Medicham takes it and able to farm down. They have a ton of energy, and the opponent brings in Seviper. Seviper is very glassy, going for the Ice Punch bait, gets the shield, and poor Seviper is going to get absolutely vanquished by Psychic. Goodbye, Seviper. Back in comes Abomasnow. Torracat able to Ember down, and that is a good game. Hopping to the next match, setting Medicham into Tropius. Going to save switch into Incineroar. It is Razor Leaf Tropius, and a very nice catch, catching the Flame Charge onto Sirfetch'd. Sirfetch'd is actually going to shield up the Flame Charge. Sirfetch'd, not the tankiest, trying to farm down, and they're not able to. Second Flame Charge coming through. This one is boosted, and Incineroar able to get both shields on the safe switch. From here, you can bring in Medicham, but the thing to watch for is a potential Brave Bird. Going to commit the shield. It is just the Leaf Blade, so no Brave Bird there. Going for the Ice Punch, but this could be a Brave Bird. They're going to let it through. It's the Brave Bird, and down goes Medicham. Torracat going to farm down. Torracat's going to have to put in a lot of work here. We know there is the Razor Leaf Tropius. Tropius is able to reach a move. Torracat going to need to commit the shield. Even if it is a resisted Leaf Blade, Torracat just does not have a lot of HP remaining. Going for the Flame Charge, buffing up the Embers, almost takes out the Tropius, and it's Beedrill in the back. Beedrill is able to reach the X-Scissor. That is going to be taking out Torracat, and that is a good game. Hopping to the next match, setting Medicham into Swampert. With two fire types in the back, definitely nice to catch Swampert on the lead. And if at all possible, you need to KO this Swampert with Medicham so that the fire types in the back are going to have a chance at success. Medicham farming up, building up to the Psychic, but going for the Ice Punch bait. They are anticipating a shield, and Swampert does commit the shield. So a very nice bait. Swampert overfarms and throws just as Medicham reaches that second Ice Punch. Medicham will commit the shield, overfarm by one, and go for Ice Punch number 2. Really hoping for the no shield, but Swampert will commit the second shield, and they're going to be able to draw Medicham's second shield as well. Medicham will commit the shield. Swampert is going to save switch into Crobat. Going to be going for the Ice Punch, which does hit for super effective damage. And then going to bring in Incineroar. Incineroar does resist Shadow Ball, so thankfully the Crobat is forced to go for Poison Fang instead, but they're actually running Cross Poison. Thankfully, no boost on the Cross Poison. Incineroar is going to be able to fire back with the Flame Charge, taking them out and boosting the Snarls. Swampert is going to be able to take out Incineroar, but that boosted Snarl damage has gotten the Swampert very low. Medicham, able to farm down what is in the back. It is a Fire Spin Talonflame, and this is bad news. Opponent definitely running some interesting movesets, bringing in Torracat. Torracat trying to get to the crunch, but they're not able to, and this should be taking out the Torracat. Talonflame's running Hurricane as well, and that is a good game. Hopping to the next match, switching Medicham into Gloom. A very cool pick, going to instantly save switch into Incineroar, and Incineroar is met with Waterfall Feraligatr. That is unfortunate. A Waterfall goes through as well. Flame Charge grabs the shield, but with the Waterfall going through, not able to reach a second move. That is unfortunate. At the very least, baited out the Waterfall user, but still, this Feraligatr is loaded on energy, so this could get dicey. Going to commit the shield. It is a crunch. Thankfully, no defense drop. Feraligatr able to reach a second move, and Medicham will commit the second shield. If they can leave with a lot of energy, they will be able to threaten shields off the Gloom, and that's exactly what they do. Back in comes the Gloom, going to be going straight for the Psychic. This will do big damage if it lands. It does, and able to snipe with Torracat. That is massive. And the opponent is running Emboar in the back. Opponent running some spice. You absolutely love to see it. Torracat going for the Flame Charge. Flame Charge lands and is going to be boosting up those Embers. Emboar going for the Rock Slide, taking out Torracat. Medicham comes back in, and Medicham is going for the Ice Punch. Ice Punch will be grabbing that final shield, able to farm down, and that is a good game. Hopping to the next match, switching Medicham into Shadow Salamence. What a cool spice pick. These Dragon Tails are going to do massive damage on a Medicham. Medicham throwing on very nice timing and going for the Ice Punch. Salamence absolutely has to respect it. They don't, and they get taken out. Salamence may have been trying to call a potential pub bait, but that does not go according to plan. In comes Shadow Politoed though, and this is still pretty scary, as Shadow Politoed is going to absolutely wreck the backline. So Medicham going for the Psychic. Unfortunately, it does get shielded, but they get the defense drop. That is quite nice because they can shield and get off quite a lot of counter damage here now that Politoed's defense is lowered. Going for the resisted Ice Punch. Any damage helps, even resisted damage. Gets the shield. Medicham able to get Politoed incredibly low. Going to actually let it go, and then you can probably farm down with Incineroar. They bring in Torracat. There's some lag, and they are going to be able to farm down. The opponent has Shadow Nidoqueen in the back, so this game should be over. All Torracat has to do is commit the shield, and then they are going to be able to reach a Flame Charge, which is going to do big damage onto the Nidoqueen. Hopefully they can switch in the Incineroar last second to show them that they have it. No, they don't. They farm down, and that's a good game. Hopping to the final map, switching Medicham into Sunny Castform. This is a pretty decent Pokemon to see, as every Pokemon on the team has a pretty okay matchup against Sunny Castform. Going to let the first move through, just a Weather Ball. Game is lagging quite a bit and going to fire back with the Psychic. Game stuttering like crazy. Come on, app, you can do it. Able to land the Psychic, goes for the catch onto Incineroar. They don't get the catch, but they end up throwing anyway. They tank a Weather Ball, no problem. And then the opponent brings in Shadow Abomasnow. The opponent must have misclicked. That has to be a misclick, because you do not bring Shadow Abomasnow into a Fire type. Even if it's a Fire type with a non-Fire type fast move, that is still a very risky thing to do. Incineroar farming up, going for the Flame Charge, going for its attack taunt. Flame Charge, able to get the shield, and it ends up being a CMP tie. Going to let that through. Just a Weather Ball. Abomasnow trying to farm down. They cannot. And Flame Charge is going to be taking out the Abomasnow. What do they have in the back? They're not showing it yet. They just show the cast form. Farming down with Medicham. And it's a Bubble Politoed. So that was definitely a misclick by the opponent. Very unfortunate. Going for the Psychic. This will do big damage onto the Politoed. And from here, just going to bring in Torracat. Torracat will tank a Weather Ball. Don't have to worry about that. That will do quite a lot of damage. Actually, that did more than I was expecting on a Torracat. But Medicham should be able to finish off this game. Got the counter through. Counter will take out the Politoed. And that is a good game. All in all, some very cool battles featuring a banned Pokemon Incineroar in the Retro Cup. As you can see, a lot of teams were really not prepared for a Dark type, since Dark types are supposed to be banned, so I am happy that Niantic did eventually realize the mistake and ban Incineroar. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is sincerely appreciated. So thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.